did sound
Yep.
good. I'd like to call to order the Concord Township Zoning Commission for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Mike, would you please give us a roll call?
Sure. Mr. Rippert,
Here.
Mr. Schindler,
Here.
Mr. Eiffelise,
Here.
Mr. Bertel,
Here.
Mr. Terriaco,
Here.
Everybody, okay.
That's everybody, yeah.
I'm not here.
I can call other people if you want.
Okay. Approval of minutes. Did we get any minutes?
I didn't have minutes.
I
in
don't-
my
we don't
packet.
have minutes.
We didn't get any minutes.
A little
just
behind on
looking.
minutes.
I had this package, and I thought there were minutes in there, but no,
No.
they're not.
I did.
Okay, so we will not have approval of minutes, and we will table it until we get them. Correspondence.
None, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
None, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
None for me.
None?
None for
None? None for me either. Mike, do you have any?
I got nothing.
Okay. Jeez, this is going quick. I would like to say we have Mike Gearson here to substitute for Heather, who's whatever, wherever she is, I'm not sure. But she said she wasn't going to be here, so Mike's coming in and going to take over. Okay, zoning inspector report. Mike, do you have anything?
No, I mean, nothing formal. Crossroads did open. They had the ribbon cutting and they're officially open on the 31st. And we did we got some plans back from Primrose. We had the conditions that they were approved under, so we're gonna review those this coming week, but that's it.
Okay, thank you. Anybody on the phone that you know of?
No.
Okay, so we don't have any public
comment.
participation here. New business. Anybody on the commission have any new business they want to bring up?
No, sir. None,
No,
Mr.
sir.
Boy, I don't have any either. Mike, do you have any new business?
No, sir.
Old business, number 1, work session to review sign regulations, and we'll get to that in a minute. Number 2 is tabled until July 2026. You know what? That's gonna be right around the corner.
Sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going quick. So let's cross off number 2 and let's work on number 1.
Perfect.
What I'd like to do is we have 2 sets of conditions or definitions or whatever. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to go over the proposed definitions and the two small packages that Heather gave us, or Mike, and then go paragraph by paragraph on section 30. Okay, if we can have 2 or 3 paragraphs, we don't have any comments, boom, we just pass over and go. Now, I don't think we're gonna get through the whole thing. I'm not gonna sit here until 10 o'clock at night making sure we get done with section 30. No, we're gonna have 45, 50 minutes, 55 minutes or whatever of going through the regulation, and then we're gonna call it quits. Maybe an hour and 15, whatever, but it's not gonna go past 8:15. If that's okay with everybody, that's how we'll proceed.
Fine with me.
Excellent.
Okay, so if we pick up, let's do Amendment A, proposed sign definitions. And I'm hoping everybody read this. Anybody have any comments on existing section 30.002? Sign and permanent sign.
On the attachment we're talking about, correct?
The attachment A. Attachment A. Hearing none? Proposed. Please note in section 30.09, temporary signs, new language is proposed in subsection A, stating the following. And there's the following. Now, then the next is sign, and then a little italicized what the staff comment has. And then there's a permanent sign and a temporary sign. So, anybody have any comments on that?
I have a question.
Okay,
I'll make this quick and easy. On the area under the proposed, and it says sign, is institution considered schools? Is that why they don't put school in there too? Or is institution on its own, and should school be added to that? Real simple question. It's not a lot to get into, but.
I don't know if we define it.
no, I haven't seen institution in here.
Well, institution is in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
My
see.
question is, should we
Should we
add
add school?
school to that?
So we did have an institutional use definition that
Right.
sort of pointed to
Like I said,
public or private school.
Okay.
But that again was institutional use, and we're actually proposing to delete that, and actually in our amendment, right? So,
Right.
I mean, you could. There's lots of things I think that could be added to
Right.
that. I mean, do you really want? It's a.
No.
I think institution would include school, but if you think it needs to be.
No, I don't. I just, as long as that's the interpretation, then I'm fine with it. That's my question. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be added. I hate adding anything. I'm not an adder. I'm a taker awayer. So, but I want to make sure that it's not somebody doesn't public and private, right?
Yes.
So as long as it's covered and you're comfortable with institution, that's fine. That was my only question.
Okay. The question I have, and the more I think about it, maybe I don't have a question. But it says, please note in section 30.09, temporary signs, new language is proposed in subsection A, stating the following. Signs that meet the standards of this section. Should that be a temporary signs? Or is that just implied that because it's under temporary signs is a heading? Then I thought it maybe adding signs in the last sentence too, temporary signs that do not meet the standards of this subsection are subject to the standards for permanent signs. Do we have to add temporary in the verbiage in addition to the heading?
If I may, Mr. Chairman, as this, take that out of context, but if you look at the definition in the actual code as written, for me, it's not ambiguous. When you read 3009A,
Okay,
in the actual code, the markup, how it reads.
3009A.
It's under the subject, it's under the section, temporary signs. So it's.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go for that.
okay.
I'll go for that. Sign, italicized. Now, permanent sign and temporary sign.
I had a question, Mr. Chairman, before, since you brought it up. The signs that meet the standards for a temporary sign, it's not counted in the total square footage of the permanent signage allowed on any property, which is the definition here. And I understand that, but perhaps it's in here, but is a property limited to a certain number of temporary signs?
I thought I saw it in there, based on the frontage, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that
said
what it is?
Yeah, it said it in there, which I'm almost positive it did.
So I'm just wondering that you got signs galore, you got permanent signs, and then the temporary signs, and then how far does it go?
30.09.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, 30.09 does cover, we do have a
30.09
yes.
C. Each residential unit, non-residential partial shall be permitted to erect one or more temporary signs. And it goes on from there. That's what you're looking for.
Right.
we don't limit the number, but the total square footage.
No, we do. Each residential unit in that parcel shall be permitted to erect one. Oh, it says or more.
Or more.
Or more, that's why I was asking.
But I thought I read somewhere. I could have
It
sworn.
gives us all the measurements for the signs themselves, but not about, I haven't found anything about
One or
acreage.
more, so
Yeah.
I'm just picturing,
Boy, it can go out,
I've seen already,
look out, yeah.
with political signs.
Oh, yes.
1, 2,
So,
3.
so
They start
where
from
are
the
you
street
in
going up there.
30.09?
3009, yes, Mr. Chairman, the D, C1.
Okay, C1,
C1.
Go to D. That's non-residential district.
It's not residential. I could have sworn
Yeah,
I
is
read
that what you're?
somewhere about.
one or more temporary sign or signs, either as a building window or freestanding sign, provided that no such sign shall be larger than 8 square feet or height greater than 4 feet, and the combined area of all temporary signs on the site shall not exceed 12 square feet. So you're not limiting the number of signs, you're limiting the number of square feet.
Correct. So the reason I brought up the question was administrative. How does zoning inspector, when it says it's not counted in the total square footage of permanent signs, so if a property has permanent signs, and there could be any number of temporary signs on the same property. If I'm understanding what we're
I'm
saying.
reading it right.
Yes.
Yeah, a number.
And how do you, let me ask you, and to our point of with today, right? What if you have multiple temporary signs, which are, political signs, right? Would be a temporary sign.
Right.
And there's multiple causes or issues that you're want to
Endorsing.
put your position out there on. And let's say there's 12 different issues. I mean, how do you limit that person to, what's the number?
So we do have, right, or we have proposed language for signs during elections.
So like I saw that, yeah, right.
And we talked about how difficult that is to enforce. Even-
Right.
Even Heather, right? Saying,
Right.
well, listen, it's this time frame. It's not really about, yes, the time frame is, hinged and contingent to election times. But it essentially says that there's really, right? There's really no limit as long as it's within that time frame.
Right.
And then it meets also that the sign cannot be larger than 8 square feet but so there is no limit to the number during that time frame.
Right, which
So,
can't be ish.
So.
right, but it's tough to enforce.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's proposed
Oh,
language.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be,
It's very
The
tough to
easiest.
enforce.
Got it.
and we're gonna have to talk about it, right? Before we probably move forward and actually investigate any complaints or anything like that, because that's gonna be tough.
But
Right.
if it's a temporary sign, back to the primary or elections or whatever we have, 12 issues, we could have 12 1 square foot signs plotted, placed all over this lot.
We can get possible.
And maybe a permanent sign or two, okay? That's all right. So now, after a certain period of time,
Right.
they're still there, and they shouldn't be there. I mean, we're not gonna go out and walk every street. I'm sure they're not.
I hope that I hope that that's not what they're doing.
No, no.
Yeah, right.
And you're not gonna drive every street either.
No.
You're gonna get a call from somebody, some neighbor,
Complain.
that says, hey, this dude across the street has
12 signs up, yeah.
12 plus a few other ones. What do we do about it? And that's when we go out and take a look at it and see if it meets the regulation or doesn't.
And I'll tell you, in my experience in the last 5 to 10 years, it seems like these campaigns are on it about getting these signs down faster than on all political spectrums, right? I mean, they're out there the next day, or I literally seen them the next day getting their signs down, and so I don't think that that's even. I mean, I know we have to watch it, but but that's what we're doing, right? You drive down the road, somebody complains, okay, great, we check it out. But I mean, at the end of the day,
I think that's how it's gonna happen.
We're seeing it a lot. It's a lot different.
So, you okay, Rich?
Yes, I think it gives the property owner a lot of leeway during
Yeah.
that time period with
Yeah.
the amount of, if we're not restricting the square footage, we are restricting the square footage per sign, but not the number of.
Right.
And then in the permanent signs, we're restricting the square footage based upon lineal foot of building frontage, up to 30 square feet. 30 square feet building sign.
It's
30
small.
30 square feet
5 by 6.
for a home?
No, for a building, you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant residential district. In a residential district, they can have 30 square feet, permanent. And then you add in all temporaries that they put up on the issue, so it's like, wow.
But now, do you really think the 30 square foot one, permanent, is gonna be the same type of sign as the 12 other ones? And with respect to construction, topic, I think they're gonna be different.
Yeah, especially in residential, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, residential, what's a permanent sign? What do people have up for permanent sign in a residential district?
I don't know.
But, okay, so great. I'm glad you asked that because I thought about this for a second. What if I wanted to take and put my name in a stone in my house? Is that considered carved it in there?
Yeah.
Does that become a sign?
Yeah, I think so. I do. Somebody,
Because there is a sign attached to the residential that's quite small. I mean, a friend of mine bought me this beautiful decorative thing that says "Motel established the year my wife and I got married."
Right.
And it could go between my garage doors, right? Well, it's bigger than 1.5 square feet. And I'm like, well, and it's beautiful, right? It's great. It's not just, but do I have to get a permit for that? Because or a variance, right? Because it's bigger than, and you see these all, I had this big rock that I actually put in my front of my house as you enter my door that I was going to get my name and my family's name carved into that stone. Is that considered a sign? Which it is.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
But it's bigger than 1.5 square feet.
That's for every lineal foot of frontage.
There's a lineal foot of frontage. Right? A lot of foot of frontage. But not everybody does, though.
Well,
Right.
okay.
You asked me what kind of sign could you put on a house?
Yeah, a stone.
A
With
stone.
their name.
Yeah, right.
No, you took that literally. Last month I said John lives here.
no, I think that's a sign, and
That's going up too. I'm waiting on flags.
All right.
So there's a lot of topic on it. Like I said, I read through this and I was
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
it
but now, what
piqued my interest a
what
lot.
other kind of sign would be in a residential permanent sign.
Permanent's the key, because temporary guy sells eggs on Girdle Road, right? And he
I
puts-
have two neighbors on my development. Their kids have won awards for the year,
Uh-huh.
outstanding students,
Yes.
and they have their signs out there all the time. And that's fine, I think that's,
Right, that's what
I
we.
brag about my child too,
Yeah,
if that was great, you know? The one has to do with going to a Catholic school, which is fine.
Yeah.
And the other one, of course, is a public school, and their children won awards.
God bless him.
And God bless them.
If
you
I
know?
may, Frank, we're not regulating content. The sign's
true.
illegal.
But you're regulating
Well-
the time that it can be up.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's up there all the time, it's illegal.
Well, that's true, but whoa, unless we, like you say, residents complain about it,
Right.
it's going to stay, right? I don't think Mike goes down the streets and sees something like that and tells the neighbors to take it off. Do you, Mike? No?
I think if we set a standard,
No.
right? I think that's what we're trying to do, right? Is to set a
Yeah,
standard,
I understand.
right?
Okay.
I understand.
now, if somebody has a business in his basement, and he puts this permanent sign, you know, woodworking by Joe,
Sure.
and he puts this permanent sign out front, he's gotta go by these regulations. But I don't see every person in a residential development or anything like that doing that. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be few and far between.
Yeah, I agree, but my question is really in total, when you combine temporary signs with permanent sign in a residential district.
Right.
And that, I think thinking through this and talking through this, I can see very limited permanent signs in a residential
Permanent
district to
sign.
begin with.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
the temporary is gonna fall under the time frame. So.
right,
Okay.
okay?
I mean, for me, unless somebody else has a question.
Gosh darn, we're still on the amendment. Down on permanent sign, my question is, how about windows? We say windows and temporary sign, but we don't say windows and permanent sign.
Well, you just segued into one of my big questions throughout this whole entire thing as well. So I'll be more than happy to take us down this rabbit hole. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things to talk about here. So one of the concerns I have with the windows in segment in this throughout it is window perf is the stuff you see that they put on windows for restaurants or you can see it has an advertisement on the outside of it, but you can see it through the inside. You can see out. Okay, and there's some regulation in here is the size that you can advertise on a window.
Right.
And windows are bigger than what we have in our text. And so if for instance, Pub Fredo or Lucky's wants to put window proof, especially because the sun sets to the west, I took this into consideration too. A lot of businesses will do that as a sunblock coming in the windows as well. Is window perf considered a sign? And if it is, window perf is attached to the outside of the window, not the inside, but according to the text that's in front of us, it says they can only attach advertising to the inside of the window. So I think that needs to be looked a little bit more into as well, and it's a concern. And I have it in residential districts as well, and then I have it in non-residential districts under D3, temporary window signs. Temporary signs shall be attached to the interior of the building and should comply with section 30.5F. And I think we need to look at that because it's not attached to the inside, it's attached to the outside. Yeah, 30. What am I at here? I just did it. 30.09D,
Okay, yeah, but it's.
number
on page-
3,
yeah, it's on
temporary signs and non-residential. And then it says it should comply with 30.05F.
50% of the window area except in some districts. But do we say it's gotta be on the inside?
It says on interior, yes.
Someplace it does, I remember.
It says, yeah, it says it right there, yeah.
D3.
Yeah.
So, roof sign. So where is your window sign first?
The first issue,
30 point what?
30.09,
09.
yes, F, which is on, if you take temporary signs, however, when you flip that page over, D is temporary signs in non-residential districts.
What page? What page?
30.29.
Nope, 30.09. So
No,
page
no,
is
he
30.
asked me for the page.
Page.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
And, I don't know if it's,
30.18.
sorry, Hiram, I'm in the markup, so I can see
Oh,
the changes.
Oh, yeah. well-
30.18.
The page numbers change.
He's got it right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right, the page numbers change.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Here, use that one right there. 'Cause I'm not on the markup, I'm on the one you're
Okay.
in. Hate to be causing an issue, but I think it
29.
is, there's a lot of math
18.
for me.
Go back to 30.18.
Okay.
Temporary signs, temporary banners.
Do you get it?
30.09D.
30.09 D, okay?
3.
3, temporary windows, there it is.
Yes,
window
temporary
sign.
window signs.
Shall be attached to the interior of the building and comply with 30.05 F, okay? So, and I've seen that a number of times.
For instance, when my parents owned a grocery store, the end of the convenience food mart, we built that in 1977, okay, by the Concord Plaza. And back then, there used to be a wire that went across. You'd hang paper clips and you hang the sign in. That right there is exactly for that. It's on the interior of the building. You hang the sign.
Right,
Okay,
right.
boom,
It's
right?
temporary.
It's temporary. Window perf too is not temporary because if you're going to spend that much money to get that put on your window, you're gonna want it up for at least 6 months, right? If you need it developed.
So, John, you've got an acronym in there. What is window, whatever?
Window perf, you've
What's a
seen it, it's called window perf. It goes on the outside of a window, okay, and you've seen it, you might not even realize it. You do, there might be advertising on it.
Oh, that end. Oh,
They
perf
attach
is what
it.
it's called.
It's perf because you can
Oh.
see through it. It's
Oh,
perforated. I apologize.
But that's temporary.
It is temporary, yes.
Oh, I thought it was
Cor-
permanent.
No, it's
Oh.
not. It can get pulled off. That can get, and
Okay.
the following season they can put another one up, and it can be permanent for a while. Even then falls in, it gets
Okay.
touched in here too, and then
Okay,
but windows are bigger than what are the size we allow them to do
got it.
in our text.
So under permanent signs, the
It's-
window sign
Correct.
says painted, placed in or on a window. It doesn't say interior or exterior.
Correct, but
Is that
on
what
the
your point is?
Correct, but on the non-residential, on the temporary,
Yes.
it says it has to be on the interior.
Okay.
And is it a permanent or is it a temporary? You follow me?
Yeah,
I may
yeah, yeah.
be too deep in the weeds here, but it's,
But
It could be permanent because one time I went to a neighborhood and there's a sign on the guy's front door. And the sign said, "Don't worry about the dog." And it's a sign of a
Right.
muzzle of a gun,
Right, yeah.
pointing at you.
uh-huh,
And he's had that in his front door for years.
right.
Isn't the point of this is that a temporary window sign shall not be installed on the exterior of the window? Isn't that just the point?
It is, but.
Okay,
But,
so what's,
but that's a temporary, it could be a temporary sign as well. I mean, it's when you can.
on the exterior?
On the exterior, yes,
Oh,
yes.
well, this is saying you can't put them on the exterior, that's all.
Okay?
Okay. Okay, so that's your point.
I think that there's a lot of businesses
That-
that do that.
On the exterior.
Yes, sir.
Got it, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I agree with John.
Yes,
I
yes. I
understand.
mean, there's a lot of businesses that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta put something in there to address it.
I think so. I do. Maybe it's an update as far as, I mean, it's an updated technology, but it's not. It's been around for a while. But I
Yeah.
think we need to address it is my point, because somebody
Yeah.
can call and say, well, that's
Okay,
non-conforming. And I have my note on it, so I mean, I'll talk.
So-
Like I said, this is not gonna get solved
Yeah.
tonight.
So,
no, that's,
Perhaps for Mike's notes about this
You follow what I'm
OD3.
saying, Mike?
Well, the notes are all on the video,
Okay.
but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, the temporary window signs shall comply with section 3005F. And remove the fact that it's attached to the interior, just say.
Remove the fact that
that's
it's
what you
attached
suggested.
interior, and I
It
don't.
shall comply with 3005F.
Correct, I think that the percentage you're gonna see too, because that,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be done on the entire window, right? It's not just something that you
Oh.
stop halfway up. Make sense?
do they attach, do they design it and attach it as the whole size of, the whole
Yes,
size
yeah,
of the
sure,
window?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And then
I
they
can
can-
explain window perf to you.
Well, here,
And then do they peel it off
yes. Yes.
and use
Okay.
it again or
No,
throw it away?
Throw it away.
Okay, okay.
It's made to last longer than, it's made to last, but it could be seasonal, it's, Wendy's could do it, or any, and I don't even just use fast food, because you might have, like I said, Lucky's can do it, as an advertising.
Is it just like the stuff I see on the back of a truck window?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Hiram, great question.
Yeah.
That's exact, on
That's what-
car wraps and stuff, and you see it,
Yeah.
you can see, yes, sir, that's
See it
exactly.
right through it.
Yes, sir, that's exactly what it is. Yep, you nailed it. That's
Okay.
it. So just something to think about.
So, well, no, I think you brought it up.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have more than one shot.
Oh,
at it.
yeah, right.
So let's make sure we get something in there.
That addresses that, just so
Yeah.
that I think putting it on the interior only is conflicting what people can do.
Right,
That's,
right.
And I
that's the
think
first
that-
point.
That's the first point, and the second point is the size. It should be able to encompass the window, because it's gonna go all the way up the window. That's my.
Okay,
my-
okay. All right,
my-
on attachment A, any questions on first page?
Beat the heck out of it.
Well, yeah,
That's what we're supposed to do, right?
that's right. Now, page 2 and page 3 are the same thing in different counties and cities and so on and so forth. So that's just what, information only.
I did.
But I did have some comments, but who cares?
What, from the other communities? Is that what you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
page 2, 3, and 4,
Yeah,
other communities. So,
Just reference
it
material.
was a good reference point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it was good reading.
It was good reading.
Except for window signs.
Well, man.
Thank you, John.
Well, at least you guys all know a window person.
No, yeah.
So does all Concord Township.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, attachment B, flagpole regulations. Flag, any fabric, banner, or bunting used as a symbol of government, political subdivision, corporate or commercial entity or institution, or used to convey any message or otherwise used in a manner consistent with the definition of a sign. Max, 40 feet. No building mounted flagpole shall exceed the height of the roof of the building it's mounted to. Okay? No flagpole shall be constructed closer to any lot line than the length of the flagpole or the required building setback, whichever is greater. No more than one flagpole shall be permitted for each 150 feet of frontage or portion thereof. Any comments? Any questions?
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, so whichever is greater of between the length and the required setback. So if the freestanding pole is 40 feet and the side yard is 15,
Yep,
the large is gonna cover it.
yeah.
And
But you don't want the flagpole if it falls down.
no, you don't.
So if it's a 40-foot flag and you have a 15-foot setback, you gotta go 40 feet in. So the flagpole doesn't hit the other person's property.
I misread that then.
You did, yeah, because I was surprised you brought that up, yeah, it's 40 foot in, right?
Should construct a closer, no flagpole. Okay, this is the negative. No flagpole should be constructed closer to any lot line than the length or the setback, whichever is greater.
Now, if you have a
Okay.
40-foot
Okay.
flagpole and a 50-foot setback,
Oh, I know, I misread it.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I misread it. The second question was, I found it interesting, the Mentor and Madison having the height proportional to the flag size.
I did too,
And
I will agree.
it seemed to make sense, but I don't know. It seems to make sense. The proportionate. But perhaps that maximum flag size is bigger than our,
The flag size makes sense with it, the 40 foot makes sense with the 6 by, that,
Yeah,
it'd be silly
it
to put a
does.
3 by 5, 40 feet.
Right.
Because I
40 feet,
plan
yeah.
on putting up a flagpole on my property, and I will be more than 40 feet from the property, and I can assure you of that. I was happy to see what we have as a resident of Concord Township. I was happy to see that we could go, and I think I brought this up at the last meeting. I think that that's a fair height for something.
so the restriction then goes to banners under here. The restriction on the size of the flag? Is that correct? There's no mention of the maximum
type of
flag
flag?
size,
No.
Correct. There's no
As
mention.
mentioned-
No mention of flag
as
size.
Mentor has. or
No,
Madison has.
no.
So it falls to this. It falls to our code.
Yeah, if we have,
Correct.
I don't think we have flag size in there.
We have banner. I thought it fell under didn't we have this?
We don't have a flag size.
No. We talked at flags or banners. Didn't we talk about that last month? Because I was asking whether,
We were talking about it, I don't know, was that what we said? I don't recall that. What's the banner size?
light pole banners is 3008. A temporary banner or sign is designed attached to a permanent light pole or other pole.
Light pole banner is completely different than,
Completely different,
Yeah.
right. So a flag is not.
not a banner. It's not considered a flagpole or a light pole banner.
So we don't restrict the size of the flag.
I don't believe, and that's, I think, the topic that we talked about, Rich, was that we don't have a flag size restriction because somebody had brought up, we don't want to have like the flag going up I-90 and 528. I mean, it's amazing when it's flying in the air, but I mean, we don't, that got brought up about not having that in our township. But you're not going to be able to put that on a 40-foot flagpole either.
Right.
Because and it also
40 foot.
it's bigger than 40 foot, and
Right.
we also have a restriction on the height that the flag has to be out of the ground in our text,
Okay. Okay.
which I love because I agree. You should never come close to touching it.
Good. That's all I have.
Okay?
Thank you.
Well, we should have the size of the flag relative to the flagpole.
I thought that was an interesting take. I think that a 6x10 flag is pretty good size, and I'm one that believes that there should be no limits. But I think that that's relative. That's a pretty good
Yeah. So we should adapt something at least like Mentor and
similar.
Madison has. That's my suggestion. It seems appropriate.
That's a pretty. Go ahead. I think Madison and again, I'm not one for restriction, but I think that, you know, in this case, because it's America, but I think that's a pretty good,
It's a nice ratio.
that's a nice ratio.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. And I said, why not in Concord regs?
Say again?
Why not?
Okay,
in
so you had
Concord-
the same comment
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Because I mean, I've seen the flags oversized, monster.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Big, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
somebody could do that under.
So we're saying our maximum height is 40 foot,
Yeah,
and between 20 and 40 foot, we have regulations for the size of the flagpoles. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think those are common, because I've looked into putting up a flagpole on my property, that's why I'm so passionate about this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4x6.
That's the height you were thinking of?
40 foot, because I'm gonna put it in the middle of my property, which is
So how much property do you have?
5.5 acres.
Because that was gonna be my concern. If you own a lot of acreage, right? And then how high could you go with that
Right,
flagpole?
right.
So you don't want something like you see on 9528 in,
Right, but I don't want to put up a 20-foot flagpole in my property or look like it gets lost.
you got it.
And I'm a pretty patriotic human being.
Yep, and I think that is very.
So, but if I wanted to put up a 20-foot flagpole in my front yard, which because my house was built in 1880 on Grove Road, if I wanted to, 20 foot would be below even my house, or the height, the ridge of my house, okay? And a 4x6 that'd be reasonable. But I'm not going to do that. But I mean, if I were, it wouldn't be,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
Gordon Lucas across the street from me has got one, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, his flagpole is about 20 feet tall, and he has a 4x6 flag on it. It's, you know, it's beautiful.
Right.
this is for residential and commercial, all around.
I would think so. Yeah, I would.
Yes.
I'll just throw in real quick.
Yeah.
So, the flagpole heights and the flag sizes, so I dug into that a little more too. Most websites, like places where you can order flagpoles and flags, 'cause I did the same. I got a 24 foot and a 22 foot. The size of the flag that they recommend is based off of like the wind pull that could be on it that could arguably cause it to fall or, you know, get knocked over or whatever. So I would agree. I think that definitely kind of sticking with a 4x6 for a 20 or
Yeah, sure. I thought
safety standards.
I do too. I've been researching these flagpoles, and this is pretty much conducive to what they're selling as well as
Sure.
what's out there.
So I guess our recommendation is to take the Menor and Madison, the whole thing.
I would do the whole
One-
thing. I would just do
one
that.
percent.
I would take what we have and then incorporate that box.
Sure.
Well, yeah, but, you know,
Well, yeah,
you gotta do.
they're
You
different.
gotta do 5. And because the other ones,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 are already in there. And what's 6 say? When for less than 8 feet above greater than.
Right.
That's probably not a bad thing.
Nope,
So,
it's not.
5 and 6 plus the table,
Sure.
I think should be incorporated into
The whole
All right.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do it, I
Yeah.
think that's
Sure.
good.
I agree.
The other thing, if I
Yeah.
may, in the Mentor Madison, the definition of what flag means is I think is proper compared to what the proposed language. That's why I got confused, because it says, when you read the proposed first page, for us, it says banner.
You know what? You're right.
So that's why I was asking about, is this flag is a banner?
come on, pages.
Well, in the I know what you're saying. I think
Yeah,
in our
'cause-
definition, a flag can be a banner. Like a banner could fall under the definition of flag, but a banner is not necessarily a flag. If that makes sense. So, you know,
It does.
a fish is a fish, but you know, yeah. So we keep banner under the flag definition because a flag could take the shape of a banner, but a banner is something that's different.
Well, sometimes in parades, you'll see the people in the front marching. That's a banner they're carrying with them. In some cases, it could be a flag.
Right.
For a school.
Is there a
for
legal
example.
definition on that, Brian?
I don't think so. I mean, I know we try to define flag sign. We've taken out, we're proposing taking out banner, like what a commercial banner is. But then we also kind of define flags in the United States and how they're supposed to be flown.
It's in the definition.
Yep, both of them.
Which that's the
Well,
Banner
flags for
sign
the United
and
States is actually
flag.
in 30.10.
Flag sign.
But again, the flag itself, the way we've defined it, we're including other things, not just flags of the United States,
Right,
right?
correct.
Yep.
Right.
So
right, okay.
maybe we could,
Is there any higher rulings on that too, or not?
well, I mean, like an Ohio State flag, right?
It's got to be below the stars and stripes.
Right, because the flag's in the United States. If you're going to fly the United States flag, right, the protocol is that's the first.
And it's referenced.
Correct.
We reference that in
But let's say that you just have a flagpole up and you want to put up an Ohio State.
Mhm.
That still falls under our definition as a flag, right?
Mhm.
If you're going to put up a flagpole, it still doesn't meet all of those
Sure.
requirements, right? So, but I think in Mentor and Madison's, right, it seems to suggest, well, I don't know, it suggests it's a government or political subdivision flag, but it also says not limited to, so a symbol of a government or political, so I mean, I
Yeah.
guess maybe they would not consider an Ohio State flag probably a flag in Mentor or Madison. They would call it maybe something else?
A banner.
I don't know.
Wow.
Possibly.
I think that's.
Oh,
Mike's point,
yeah,
that's a
right. You
banner.
find the banner of your.
Because our
So when you're saying
definition,
Ohio State flag, you mean the Ohio State University, or are you talking about the state of Ohio?
No, I'm sorry.
No, no.
I'm sorry. The Ohio State University.
Because-
Ohio State University.
OSU.
Okay.
Right.
Very confusing.
It is confusing. But yes,
Yeah.
I feel like that. I've seen that flag.
Oh yeah,
OSU
yeah, absolutely.
flag.
On the sides of houses and game
Right.
day, absolutely you do.
Yep.
In the windows.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Absolutely.
That was good. That was really good.
So,
okay, so to Mike's point, a banner is a temporary sign. And a flag could be a banner.
A banner could be a flag. I don't know
Right.
that.
A banner sign says it's temporary.
Right.
That's what our definition is. But the flag is a banner. Could be a banner.
Could be banner.
Could be
Any
a banner,
fabric
which
banner or bunting.
could arguably be temporary, but a flag can also be permanent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That covers institutions, even this
Right.
And I also don't think,
covers institutions that would.
I don't think Mentor and Madison necessarily preclude the Ohio State University. I think the way I read it, they're really just eliminating commercial type signs. That's, they say, used for the display of non-commercial copy. So my interpretation was they're really just saying you could do whatever kind you want, but it can't be commercial.
Can be advertising it.
Right. That's how I interpret it. But yeah, you guys
Can or cannot be advertised.
cannot be like commercial advertising.
If I remember correctly, when my father-in-law was developing, he would put flags up on the. This is years ago, a long time ago. But then they couldn't say sole development group on them. They couldn't say the name of the subdivision, but they could say open, right? The open flags, the red, white, blue open flags, and those went up. They had to go up on a Friday, come down on Sunday night, and they were up for the weekend, and that would be considered a temper. So that might be what you're talking about
Yeah.
when they relate to banners. That would make sense,
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's not a flag.
Yeah.
It's a
not
banner.
a flag,
It's
it's a
an open
banner.
banner, right? But I remember that's what we used to do. We'd put up. We had to put them up. Put them up on a Friday after 4, I think it was, and they were down. They were down by Sunday night before Monday morning.
And that's when the homes were open for,
Right. Yeah, they don't even do that anymore. Open house.
they don't do it anymore, but.
Flagpole, going once?
Oh, for what we talked about, I think we got some
Concluding-
solid. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna add the Mentor, 5 and 6, and the table.
Yeah.
That's our comment.
I was suggesting replacing it entirely with the Mentor.
Oh, you
I think
would?
that's what you're saying.
That's what
Yeah, I
I
think the whole.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 are exactly what we have already.
You're saying the actual.
I'm
the text.
I'm saying the actual text because it follows the definition.
Yeah,
And for me, it removes the word banner
right. Yeah, I
to
would,
avoid that.
I propose
What,
to.
well, what about bunting?
I know the bunting, that's an odd one to have in there to begin
Well,
with.
you know, and I may be making assumptions, but I'm thinking of like, you've seen it on fences, right?
Yeah, right.
It looks like the flag, right, but it's, I call that bunting, I
Yeah.
don't know if that.
It is, that's bunting.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, are we not going to include that as a flag? Because that's in our definition right now, a flag, right? We have any fabric, banner, or bunting. And if we go with,
So how would you hang bunting on a flag pole?
you don't have to, but I
Wood.
mean, you don't have to necessarily on a flag pole. I see what you're saying, you mean,
Because we're talking about
Flagpole.
flagpole regulations.
right, but it still is, we're defining what
Then we're
flag
defining what
is,
flag
right?
is within.
You know what, I have a feeling there's gotta be more to mentors flag. Maybe I'm wrong, but we have ours is flagpole regulations. We're in that box of flagpole regulations.
Yeah,
Is there something that to mentors or Madison villages that is outside of the flagpole that includes bunting and whatnot? Because I hate to limit somebody from putting bunting up. We do it here at Concord Township Hall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, we can,
I do it at home at 4th of July.
Yeah,
We
so
also, yeah.
yeah,
we can ask Heather and Mike to look into that
yeah. How that's handled with
with Mentor. But you like Mentor's definition better than ours?
Well, until Bridie brought up the issue of money. Sorry. Sorry.
Until she spoke.
She
Sorry, very sorry.
Messed me up. Yeah, definition of a flag, fabric, banner, or bunting.
I think we all agree though that the way it's worded and the way it's here, we probably agree that it's sufficient.
as far as flagpoles go, yes.
Yeah, as
100%.
far as everything, the sizes.
Well,
and
okay.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Frank. So
Right.
the Bridie, so the definition of flag is already exists.
Sure.
It's in there.
Sure.
This is flagpole. So we're referencing the definition within this, we're reading flagpole, but flag is already defined, as you said, fabric, banner, or bunting. Now, this is flagpole. So, right? Am I-
You are correct.
You're correct.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's really beyond the definition. Flagpole regulations begin with 1 through 6 here. Because the definition's separate
Yeah,
of a flag.
Yeah.
Because this is flagpole.
Correct.
well, but see.
This section,
Yeah, if you look
wherever
at-
it's gonna be added in, or it's already added in, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you look at Mentor's, they define flag, and then they put flags again before they go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm fine with deleting the definition of flag on the flagpole,
Yeah. 'cause
take that out,
We already
and
have-
start out with 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have your height
That's
and the
what-
size of
that's
the
kinda-
flag. Yeah.
So Bridie's bunting is
And
still.
it all deals, well, no, wait, no, wait.
Put the bunting in.
Then we have number 5. It says flag shall be proportioned to the height of the flagpole. It still references flagpole. Okay, I'm fine. Take out flags, take out the definition, and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. So we take out,
Chart.
yeah, and a table,
And a
right.
table.
With the table.
So we add Mentor 1 through 6. And the table. Okay, I'm good with that. Everybody good with that? Gee,
Yes.
it's only what time now?
Yeah, and
10:30.
yeah, right, exactly.
10:30?
Yeah, good meeting, Harold.
Wow.
Okay, well, we got through 5 pages.
We got through the 2 attachments.
Gentlemen, I appreciate it. And
See you,
for
gentlemen.
myself, yes, thank you for this, appreciate it. Gentlemen, as always, have a
Hey,
great.
take care,
We'll see you next
take care of
month.
yourself.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Watch out for the wolves.
Yeah, I will.
You guys have a good one.
Take care.
Sorry that I have to leave, I apologize. No problem.
That's all right.
Okay. Now, what I did is I went through the, I knew that son of a gun was gonna go off. What I did is I went through the proposed writing and followed along with the redacted, no, not redacted, but marked up in red. So this is the, if you look at the one that's proposed, it's got no red on it whatsoever, except mine. And mine's not red, mine's blue. So, how about 30.01? Purpose? Page and a half. Any questions or comments?
No comment.
Okay, we're going over to 30.02. Definitions. And this is going to go on forever. Architectural features as defined below are not considered signs. I just hope they don't have any political figures up on buildings in stone. Now, number 12, any fabric, banner, or bunting. Do we agree with that? We agree with that?
I do. Can we talk about banner sign? No, I'm teasing. I'm not gonna go back to.
I do have this, you know?
You do.
Okay. First comment, as we're going through definitions, where is it?
Mine was related to the flag, so that that was the only question I had, so it's resolved.
That's resolved, okay? My first question is on page 4, number 19. Marquee, canopy, or awning. A sign attached to the soffit or fascia of a marquee, canopy, roof, projection over a walk, or permanent awning, provided such sign shall not be placed on top of. I wanted a comma there, or project above such marquee, canopy, or similar. It just didn't run right. It did not flow right for me at all. So I had after top of, I had a comma, and then or project, or project, it's not project, or project above the top of such marquee.
I agree with you, Mr. Chairman.
And the other one, the other comment I had was no picture. We got rid of the picture for that one. I'm okay. The wording, I think, is okay. And then my next question is number 21. Off-premise sign. Any sign unrelated to a business or profession conducted, or a commodity or service sold or offered upon the premises where such sign is located. What? Can you give me an example? It might clear, because it,
So one example that we had, this was, might have been the beginning of this year. Pulte, they're doing the development over at Ivy Ridge, and they had asked for, they'd submitted a sign permit to put, called it permanent. It was going to be constructed as a permanent, but eventually it would come down. Sign at the corner of Cryle and Girdled. There's a lot to the northeast that's owned by Route 44 LLC, and they had been in talks to allow them to put a sign on a portion of it. But we denied it because it would be an off-premises sign. It doesn't have anything to do with what is happening on that lot.
which is nothing right now.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So I think that, in my mind, I think that off-premises is, it's kind of a way to, prevent, like, arguably commercial advertising on a vacant parcel or a parcel that's not being used for what's going, what you're putting on the sign, without talking about advertising.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Makes sense.
I understand, I'm okay now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On premise. No, okay, no problem with that one, I'm okay. All right. Any questions up to the bottom of 30.4? Religious artifact? Any questions as we're going through yet?
Sorry, Hiram, where are you at, 30?
I'm on page 30.4 of the
Oh,
new one.
page, sorry.
Number 26.
Yeah. Number 26, page 30.4.
Oh, sorry, okay. Your page numbers, I'm thinking.
Yep.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
we're down to 26.
We don't specify how far in the past, so I don't know if you wanted to.
Pardon?
It says religious artifact is a religious object that was made by people in the past. It doesn't say how long in the past, so if you wanted to talk about that, or bunting, whatever.
I didn't have any problem.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Hiram.
I'm just,
It's getting late, I don't know.
well, no, it's just 8 o'clock, so. Projecting sign, we had a picture before,
Mhm.
we have no picture now. Okay,
Okay, I'll make a note.
30.5, page. Roof sign, any sign which is displayed above the eaves of the building when the roof is pitched or above the height of the building with a flat roof. I thought we didn't want, or was that just flags on the roof? That was just flags? And not a sign,
I don't recall.
or a banner, or a bunting?
I don't recall that one.
Do you recall anything that says we didn't want a sign?
We don't want a flagpole mounted to the top of a building.
Is
Right.
that what, that's the
Right,
one that we
that's-
said,
Right.
but not a sign, so we're okay. Flag. Not sign. Gotcha. Okay, going down to sandwich board signs. Signs that are in construction, sign face. All the way down through window sign.
Window sign.
Window
Mr.
sign.
Chairman.
Okay,
So-
let's talk about window sign.
So this does say interior, exterior.
Yeah,
Which didn't occur to me until John brought it up earlier. Now I paid attention to the definition is interior, exterior. So his suggestion, it doesn't impact this because it's interior. It says it's interior, exterior.
yeah, but I still think we have to address the topic.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
this suggestion
Yeah.
doesn't, it coincide, it doesn't
Right.
impact the
It-
definition,
Okay, yeah.
as
you're
far
right.
as I understand, yeah.
Okay. General computations, 30.03. Should that height be moved in? Should we not paginate it? The following are the general requirement measurement. Sign height, it's all over to the left, should it be moved in? Do you see it?
No, what are we talking about? Which,
The actual formatting.
30.03,
uh-huh.
the wording right under general computations.
Oh,
You
yep,
mean move-
definitely.
You mean
Height
move the
should be
sentence?
moved.
Indented, yeah.
Yeah,
They moved the
indented
sentence.
or moved in,
Move
whatever
it.
you call it.
Yeah, it's not lined up right.
Wall sign wall sign area, 30.5, moving on to 30.6. Page.
The graphics here help a lot.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I agree. Now, I'm getting picky, Mike. On 2 and 3, no matter where you do it, whenever you say see figure 1 and 2 below or see figure 2, the figure should be capitalized. Like I said, I'm getting picky. So on to 30.7. Anybody have any questions so far? Jump up.
No.
Hey, see, we're making progress. Okay, I'm on page 30.8. Comments. I have a comment on C. Now, tell me how I will tell you how I interpret it. The height of a sign shall be measured from the base of the sign or supportive structure at its point of attachment to the ground, to the topmost elements of the sign. A projecting or freestanding sign on a man-made base, including a graded earth mound, shall be measured from the grade of the nearest street, drive, or parking area. And in that figure, it shows the yellow line, vertical line to the left, shows it going all the way down to the street. I do not agree with that. The sign height should go to where it hits the contour of the plot that it's on. Now, it should be bigger than the one on the left, but not all the way down to the street.
Just really quick, this is in our current zoning.
This is the current one,
Well,
yeah.
Just
okay,
like- okay.
I think the current one, I disagree with the current one. Yeah, I know a lot of this is just taken over from the existing one.
Sure.
When I,
I'm a little confused. This is just defining the height of a sign. This is what a height of a sign is. It's not saying thou shalt build it. That's what, right? This is the height shall be measured from the street. That's all it's saying. It's not saying you can't build it.
Yeah, but the height of the sign,
It's a definition.
yeah,
And that's,
shall be measured from the base of the sign to the ground. Not down all the way down to the street, to where it hits the main area of the ground where it's being attached. And if it's on If it's on an incline, on a hill, you measure it from this end down to this end, where the sign ends. You don't go all the way down to the street.
Well, the difference though is this is a man-made base, so I
Yeah.
think they're thinking that this is a mound that was created not by nature, right?
Right.
I don't care.
Oh, okay, well, because if you, think about how big that sign could be if you measured it from where you're talking about on this map.
Right.
It could actually be taller than those trees.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in the picture,
Yeah, I'm looking at, the picture makes this sign really big. That picture does.
That's the height.
yeah,
It's not the sign's still the sign. It's restricted by definition of size.
This is saying its height, you go all the way down. The area from where the sign, the concrete structure hits the ground, all the way down to the street. Why is that part of the height of the sign?
it's where you're measuring from,
That's what you're measuring.
to determine the sign's
But
height,
I'm measuring the sign height,
correct?
not the sign height from where it's going down to. Why don't I say it going down to the sewer? But I'm just saying, I disagree with that.
Okay.
If the council wants to, the commission wants to live with it, that's fine. I'm not gonna belabor it.
I'm thinking it's measured from the road or the hard surface, that elevation, so you can see the sign properly. Because if you measure from the ground, then the sign it is gonna be huge. So I think the measure from that street is proportionate to the sign height, so you can visually see it correctly.
Okay.
What's your version?
No, I understand what Hiram's saying. I think the purpose, I can't tell you what they originally thought, but I think the purpose was to prevent someone from circumventing our height regulation by building a mound to put their sign on top of. We see it similar with like fences. We've had some times where people are you're allowed to have a 4-foot fence in your front yard, and people have said, well, what if I put a 4-foot mound and then I put my fence on top of it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the concept that they were maybe looking for was, hey, you can't circumvent our height regulations by sticking a bunch of dirt underneath where you're putting your sign.
So that's why they call it the man-made mound.
Right, yeah. So, but I understand where Hiram's coming from. I mean, if I'm going to measure a
That's the
sign
height
on a
of my
permit,
sign,
this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the base of the sign
Where's
to
the
the
sign?
top of the sign.
right here.
So
Oh, which one's the height?
confusing.
The left or the right?
Whatever you want. I mean,
This one does.
this one has left and right.
Well, the street.
Well, here's my street. Doesn't have a darn thing to do with the sign. I don't care. I think I understand. Let's move on. I'm not one to belabor it, but
But not that I'm disagreeing, I just think it's a matter of standard. This is setting a standard for the sign height, so that there is no confusion on what you just drew. It's on a hill, it's on a mound, it's on a, no, it's measured from the street. That's what I
you
think.
explained the swimming pool, so that helps with
The
this.
fence, yeah.
That helps.
Right.
Okay. Now, building frontage, page 30.9. Comments?
Actually, before 30.8,
Yep,
again, only
30.8.
because John brought it up. There's a window sign again. This time it's the area of a window sign.
Yeah,
I'm only pausing to say, the second sentence is very difficult to enforce or understand. But It's just,
What, the area, any glass area? That one?
yeah, the window area is
Typically about
glass.
4 inches. Or building facade elements shall be considered
So
2
this-
separate windows.
Yeah, so.
I can give you a great example.
This, yeah, go ahead.
Right up here on 608, the insurance company building, where they've swapped out a few times now, but it's on the, if you're going towards Quail, it's on the right-hand side, long white building.
Oh, yeah,
Yep, that way.
yeah.
Yeah. They have window signs along their top section of windows, but then there's bottom sections of windows. And Heather and I, we were going around and around about like, is that 4 inches? Do I have to go measure this to see? Yes, it is confusing.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult to calculate. So.
Well, I think what Mike's gonna say is, or John, whenever we get his interpretation of that window paste,
Please.
Perf. Window perf.
Window perforation.
perforation, we're gonna have some new words in here.
Okay.
And so did you go enforce that, or did you
We
still debate?
No, we erred on the side of it was okay the way that they were doing. So what they were doing conformed kind of regardless. So yeah. On the topic of window perf, though, Auburn Career Center is doing a similar concept for the window perf. I meant to bring it up when he was here. I totally spaced, but on their doors, they're putting up window decals, not necessarily window signs, but I guess kind of. But it's window perf, so I mean, if it's something you were like interested in seeing, maybe you can. I mean that.
You can
That's
see
one-
through it from the inside?
Correct. You can see through it from the inside, but you cannot see through it going from the outside. So if you walk up to the door, it's just their logo, and then if you're inside the building, you can see out.
Is
Okay.
it on all the windows or just front?
I don't know if they're doing. I think they're doing it on all the doors that lead to the outside. It was what I understood. They were talking to Heather
And that's
about it, but
the A with the exclamation point in it?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facing Auburn Road?
As far as I understood, it was all doors that went to the exterior.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Egress,
Yeah, all the egress doors. So. Yeah.
Okay. What time is it going to be?
8:20.
Okay. Well, 30.04 is later.
We're in, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Discussion.
Permanent signs? Okay.
Permanent signs for residential uses. Oh, and this is where I have comments all over the place. So maybe that's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, let's hold off. Do I
Okay.
have any objections to calling it enough for one day, one night?
No, not for me.
Okay.
Good.
Then,
Thank you.
our next meeting is
December.
December. Do you believe that?
Oh.
December. Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I so move that we adjourn the meeting for this evening.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Anybody? Thank you very much. We'll pick this up again, I told you we weren't gonna,
Thank you.
I mean, the first few pages we killed ourselves, but that's all right. I told you we weren't gonna do this. We're adjourned. I don't think I had it in the beginning.